Hello, I'm Heidi Singleton and I'm the founder of Piece Together, and I'm here just to demonstrate to you today a little kind of Christmas decoration craft that you can do easily at home. And I'm making this garland. You can see these like little packages of dried orange, a little bit of greenery. I'm using a mixture. On this one I've got some spare branches from the bottom of my Christmas tree, and I'm also using rosemary as well, if you have rosemary in your garden. And both of these smell lovely, and the cinnamon and the oranges all smell of Christmas. So what you will need for this craft is some twine or string that you want to use for your garland, dried oranges, which you can buy, but you can make these yourself by just slicing your oranges and laying them on a baking sheet in the oven on a very low temperature. But it does take quite a long time in the oven. You just need to check in your oven until they're dried out. You can also do them in the microwave, and you just need to check the timings of that. You can look that up on the internet. And I've got some cinnamon sticks here as well. I'm using also a darning needle to help thread my garland, and I've got a pair of scissors just to cut off my greenery. Okay, and that's all you need. So I'm just gonna demonstrate. So I've started this garland. I've got 3 little packages already on my garland that I'm going to hang, and I'm going to sew on the next package. So I'll need 1 orange, cinnamon stick, and a little piece of greenery. I think I'll use a little bit of rosemary. There's a bit ready. And I'm just going to put them together as a nice little package. And then I'm just going to stitch them together so I can sew with my darning needle through my orange. Adjust it to where, so that each package is about equally spaced out on your garland. And I'm going to wrap my twine around my little package of the cinnamon and the rosemary, and then poking it back through the orange. I'm just going to go around that once more to make sure it's secure through the orange, and I have secured my next little parcel. So just while I show you that again, I think this time I'll use some of the pine. I'm just going to snip a little bit off here. So at Piece Together, we've been thinking about hope over the last few weeks and leading up to Advent. And hope is very much one of the themes that we think about in Piece Together. And when I'm preparing and making decorations, I always think of that anticipation for Christmas. And hope is about anticipation. But in anticipation, when we're preparing for Christmas, there's that preparation as well. There's the decorating, there's the buying gifts, there's the wrapping presents. There's a lot of work. It's not just hoping for Christmas by just sitting doing nothing. The anticipation of Christmas involves lots of preparation, the getting ready for the celebration of family together, and the celebrating the hope for those who celebrate the hope of Jesus. And actually, when we think about hope in general in our lives, we need to think about the preparation as well as the anticipation. What steps can we take towards that hope? And at Piece Together, we talk a lot about taking steps of courage towards the things that we hope for. So as we approach 2021, I think we all need some steps of courage into what we hope for 2021. So let me just demonstrate this one last time. I've got my little package together of dried orange, pine trees and cinnamon, and I'm just going to sew it together around find where I want it to be. Do an extra little wrap of thread around the cinnamon and the pine. Stitch it back into the orange. And just running out of twine here, so I've just loosened that out. And that's, I can finish my garland off by one more time around to secure it. Okay, I'll probably move that along just a little bit so I've got more twine at the end to help me to hang it. And then when you're hanging this, you're going to want it to be against a wall to help it. If we just hang it loosely, the packages just twirl around. So if you want to get them so that you can see, you can hang them against a flat wall, so that you can either in a straight line or curved round to get your little Christmas, kind of rustic Christmas garland.